matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Dolphins going up against the Steelers. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game. So we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Come on, let's go!
Throwing, Hundley. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team. And that's exactly what we just saw.
Now Hundley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And a look at the defense now. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
Here we go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting to run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And on your screen, the offensive starters, Jarvis Landry, a guy that we profile.
Love his game. Not only is he going to beat you with athleticism, he's going to outwork you as well. And look for him to hurt you also in the kick return game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a handoff working right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Time here to show you the starters while we have a moment defensively for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I know one guy you like from Miami, Artie Burns.
Just jumps off the screen when you plug in his college tape in terms of athleticism. And I also watched him play with some intelligence. Saw him at one point jump into the slot and pattern read and come off of his receiver to the intended one and intercept a pass. I like him.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, just marked that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Everyone's got four down. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5.
Four down.
They come out here in the eye. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Hundley. And he finds a man with a crossing route. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Hundley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
They give it off here to the tight end. Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And he motions the wide receiver. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. And Carpenter knocks it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only one on that play.
They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick here is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected. And I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now they go screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
8 yards to go here on second down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Here we go!
They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And oh, he coughed it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Back to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Let's go. 3-19.
And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Detroit. Here we go. Green.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Come on, let's go.
Throwing, Hundley. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Time right. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
Now Hundley throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Back to throw here. That's caught at the 3. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their big tight end. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go on the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain, and it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Let's go! Brian 38! Brian 38! 95, Mike, 195. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep hurrying.
The play clock's running down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Second and very short here, less than a yard. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on first. He's back to throw. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
Watch it now, boy. All right, now, look at 56. Here we go, now. 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Detroit.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Hundley. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
Throwing Hundley. And he comes back with one complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
So 2nd and 10 here. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering where it's going.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Hey, we got 4. Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. 95, Mike. What? 95. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And the offense moves. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So it is all up to Dan Carpenter. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Steelers have won the game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA Sports.